This is what your cat is actually communicating when it chooses to sleep in your bed, and the science behind it might completely change how you understand your relationship with your cat. People assumed for years that cats were aloof, independent creatures who tolerated humans mainly for food, but a landmark 2019 study from Oregon State University proved that assumption wrong. 64% of cats form secure attachments to their owners, which is the same type of bond that human infants form with their parents. When your cat curls up next to you at night, that behavior isn't random. Your cat is making a deliberate choice that reveals something about how they see you. Today, we're breaking down exactly what your cat is telling you when they sleep with you, covering the science, what different sleeping positions mean, and the health benefits and risks you should actually know about. Before we decode sleeping behavior, we need to establish something that researchers have now proven: cats genuinely bond with their owners. Oregon State published their findings in Current Biology after testing 108 cats using something called the Ainsworth-Strange Situation Test, a method originally designed to measure attachment in human infants. Each cat entered a room with their owner, watched the owner leave, and then researchers observed what happened when the owner came back. Secure attachment showed up in 64% of the cats tested. These cats greeted their owner and then calmly explored the room, showing they felt safe. Dr. Kristen Vitale, who led the research, put it this way: the majority of cats are looking to their owners to be a source of safety and security. And here's where it gets interesting, because this bond isn't just behavioral. Research published in PeerJ found that when cats initiate contact with owners, both experience increases in oxytocin, the bonding hormone. A 2025 study confirmed that securely attached cats experience oxytocin surges during cuddles. The bond is chemical and measurable. When your cat sleeps with you during their most vulnerable hours, they're demonstrating that bond in the most significant way a cat can. Your cat specifically chooses your bed for 4 reasons, and they all make sense once you understand cat biology. Thermoregulation comes first. Cats run hot, with body temperatures ranging from 100.5 to 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit, which is higher than humans maintain. Their comfort zone sits between 86 and 101 degrees, and as descendants of African wildcats from hot climates, they're constantly seeking warmth. Your body functions as a heated mattress to them. Security during vulnerability ranks second. Cats face their greatest risk when sleeping, and Pam Johnson-Bennett of Cat Behavior Associates explains it well. Cats may choose to sleep there as it provides psychological and emotional comfort. In multi-cat homes where there is tension, a cat may sleep in the owner's bed to be kept safe from being the victim of an ambush. Territorial bonding comes third. Cats deposit pheromones through body contact during sleep, creating what researchers call a shared scent that reinforces social bonds. Your bed becomes part of their claimed territory, and you're included in that territory. The fourth reason involves kitten behavior transfer. Research published in the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery shows kittens sleep in pillowing arrangements with mothers and litter mates, and adult cats transfer this early association to humans. When your cat sleeps on your chest, they're drawn to your heartbeat and breathing rhythm because those sensations mimic kittenhood. Dr. Mikel Delgado, a certified applied animal behaviorist, describes it this way: cats are raised in litters, and when they're very young until they're about 12 weeks of age, sleeping usually means piling onto one another near mom. It's how they are raised during their peak socialization weeks. Where your cat sleeps on your bed tells you something specific about your relationship with them. Sleeping on your chest represents the most intimate position a cat can choose. Cats gravitate toward your heartbeat rhythm, the rise and fall of your breathing, and maximum body warmth in this spot. Research from Bernstein in 2007 found that cats sleeping directly on their owner's chest exhibit behaviors indicative of strong social bonding. Near your head means your cat values stability and scent, since heads move less than torsos during sleep and provide consistent warmth. This position may also represent pillowing behavior, where your cat uses you exactly as they would use another cat. Sleeping at your feet takes a more pragmatic approach. Horwitz and Rodon note that this position gives cats a strategic advantage, close enough for bonding, but far enough for an easy exit if they sense danger. More independent or easily startled cats tend to prefer this spot. Belly up near you signals the ultimate form of trust. Exposing vital organs would mean death in the wild, so this position communicates complete trust, safety, and contentment. One thing to keep in mind, this posture doesn't necessarily invite touch, and cats may still react defensively if you reach for their belly. And here's something worth knowing about the slow blink. A 2020 University of Sussex study published in Scientific Reports tested 45 cats and found they produced more half-blinks in response to owners' slow blinks, and they approached strangers who slow blinked at them more readily. Professor Karen McComb stated this was the first study to experimentally prove slow blinking enhances the cat-human bond. Sleeping with your cat produces real effects on your health, both positive and negative. Starting with benefits, a 10-year University of Minnesota study tracked over 4,000 Americans and found cat owners showed 30 to 40% lower risk of death from heart attack. The numbers break down to 3.4% of cat owners dying from heart attack compared to 5.8% of non-owners, though researchers caution this is correlation rather than causation, and personality traits of cat owners may be the actual factor. NIH research shows positive pet interactions decrease cortisol levels and blood pressure. 41% of pet owners in a Mayo Clinic study reported their pets benefited their sleep. Dr. Lois Cron from Mayo Clinic stated, "We found that many people actually find comfort and a sense of security from sleeping with their pets." The risks deserve attention too. Over 12% of Americans have cat allergies, and 8 hours of dander exposure during sleep can make symptoms significantly worse. Cats follow crepuscular patterns, meaning they're most active at dawn and dusk, which can disrupt human sleep cycles. A 2024 Scientific Reports study found co-sleeping with pets linked to poorer perceived sleep quality, though cat ownership specifically predicted better sleep efficiency than dogs. Regarding disease transmission, the CDC notes about 40% of cats carry cat scratch disease bacteria at some point in their lives. Toxoplasmosis affects about 11% of the U.S. population, but cats only shed the parasite for 3 to 10 days after initial infection. And indoor cats that don't hunt rarely become infected. A British medical journal study concluded cat contact was not a major risk factor for transmission. Psychology professor Hal Herzog offers some perspective on the actual odds. "I expect the odds that you will contract the plague or meningitis from sleeping with your pet are somewhere between your chances of being killed by a shark, 1 in 4 million, and being struck by lightning, 1 in 80,000. Understanding why your cat sleeps with you requires understanding where cats came from in the first place. Dogs were deliberately bred by humans, but cats took a different path, essentially domesticating themselves about 10,000 years ago in the Near East. Friendlier cats that tolerated humans thrived near agricultural settlements where mice gathered around grain stores. Evolutionary geneticist Claudio Ottoni from the University of Leuven describes it this way. "It's not that humans took some cats and put them inside cages. Instead, people more or less allowed cats to domesticate themselves." The oldest known cat-human burial dates back 9,500 years to Cyprus, where a cat was intentionally buried alongside a human. That discovery suggests emotional bonds between cats and people existed millennia before Egyptian cat culture began. Dr. John Bradshaw spent 25 years studying cat behavior at the University of Bristol, and his conclusion captures the relationship perfectly. Cats behave toward us in a way that's indistinguishable from how they would act toward other cats. Putting their tails up in the air, rubbing around our legs, and sitting beside us and grooming us are exactly what cats do to each other. So, when your cat sleeps with you, they're communicating trust, safety, and belonging. They're telling you they feel safe with you, that you're part of their social group, their family. According to the American Pet Products Association, 62% of cats sleep with adult owners. That represents millions of cats making the same choice every night, choosing to be vulnerable next to the humans they've bonded with. Your cat chose you, and every night they curl up beside you, they're choosing you again. If you learned something new today, hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments where your cat sleeps.